Welcome back to the news at 10. The war against oil theft and pipeline vandalism recorded some progress in Okrika local government area of Rivers State as officers of the Nigerian Army crushed an illegal refinery in the area. Addressing journalists at the site, the commanding officer of 29 Battalion of the Army in Port Harcourt, Lieutenant Colonel Olusegun Oladunjoye, said the operation will continue until the region is rid of such facilities.
The Niger Delta region is the treasure base of the nation, as well as home to some refineries built by governments to refine crude oil. But inside the creeks and swamps of the region, there exist some illegal refineries operated by suspected oil thieves. But officers and men of the 29 Battalion of the Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt have risen to the occasion by moving into the town known as Alakiri to smash one of such illegal refineries. The journey to Alakiri started from Port Harcourt, with the officers and a team of journalists wading through the water in their gun and flying boats, and then trekking some few meters before swooping down on the facility, bringing it down.
As you are aware, the security challenges in the Niger Delta area is economic in nature. That is, it requires the safeguarding of the economic lifeline of the nation against oil theft and vandalism, which is the main objective of setting up of Operation Polo Shade in January 2012.
The job did not end there. The security operatives also combed the entire area, confiscating whatever they could, all in a bid to cripple the owners of the facility.
We have been on this Operation Polo Shade for the past 2 years, and constant patrol patrol of our men into the creek, coupled with overfly reports we received, spotted the coordinate of these illegal refinery points, and that is why we have traced this place for the destruction of this illegal refinery point with the use of a swamp boogie.
With this out of the way, these men of the 29 Battalion say they will take the fight to all crannies of the Niger Delta region to stop the illegality.
First Bank, truly the first.
Well, we move straight on to business news. Here's Joke Rogers. Joke.
Thank you, Ijoma. Lagos State residents have been encouraged to pay their taxes promptly to help the government improve on its service delivery. Governor Babatunde Fashola made this appeal at the state's 7th conference on taxation. According to the governor, when residents pay a little more, they will enjoy the kind of lifestyle they desire.
Every year, government officials, corporates and private citizens come together to discuss on one inevitable fact of life: taxation.
The result across the country is that the resources to the states are dwindling. Some states are borrowing to pay salaries. Your state continues to pay salaries without having to borrow money.
And for those paying the tax, it's an opportunity to reel out the demands and government improving on certain areas such as access to water and the Land Use Act.
We have committed to bigger water projects. So the Adiyan Phase 2 is now under construction. It will finish in 2016. So it's a work in progress, and you will get water as we go.
Sites in London as an instance where individuals pay for everything they use. Governor Babatunde Fashola insists that the state government do not multi-tax but charge appropriately.
The only way that I believe that you can have multiple taxation is if you have the 3 levels of government that we have, federal, state and local, taxing you for the same thing. But as long as each level of government is taxing you for different things, because they have different responsibilities to you, That cannot be a case for multiple taxation in my own view.
Awards and commendation were given to various tax-compliant individuals and organizations.
Nigeria is one of the top 5 countries in Africa attracting increasing investor attention owing to the spending power of the rising middle class and expansion of the continent's national resources sector. Value of merger and acquisition deals targeting sub-Saharan African firms jumped by almost a third last year to $30.3 billion, while debt sales from the continent hit a record high. The most targeted merger and acquisition country by value in 2013 was Mozambique, with a total value of $9.3 billion. South Africa, Tanzania, and Angola were also in the top 5 alongside Nigeria. Most deals were concentrated in the energy and materials sector, which accounted for more than $22 billion of the $30.3 billion announced in transactions. The most likely risk to cause an impact on global scale in the next decade is income disparity, where the chronic gap between the incomes of richest and poorest citizens has significantly widened. This and 31 other risks, including unemployment, extreme weather events, and fiscal crisis, was contained in the World Economic Forum's Global Risk 2014 report released today. According to over 700 global experts that contributed to the report, stakeholders must work together to address and adapt to the presence of these risks. They say emerging market uncertainties is a major threat to global stability in the next 5 to 10 years. The 44th meeting of the World Economic Forum will hold between January 22nd and 25th. With your multiple award-winning station, Channels Television will bring you highlights of the summit from Davos, Switzerland. Let's take you through today's stock market figures now. Bisi Coker joins us with the closing figures for Thursday.
Hello and welcome to the stock market reports. The local bourse maintained its positive trend today as the all-share index finished 0.31% higher to close at 41,740.77 points. The market's capitalization finished today's trade at 13.36 trillion naira. Investors in 6,462 deals staked 3.91 billion naira in over 347.95 million shares. Total led the price gainers after adding 2 naira 96 kobo to its share price. Nigerian breweries and Zenith Bank followed with 1 naira 19 kobo and 99 kobo each. Thursday's price decliners include Julius Berger, Forte Oil, and International Breweries. Churning out over 29 million units, IHS was the most traded stock, followed by Zenith Bank and First Bank of Nigeria Holdings. And that ends the stock market reports. I am Bisi Coker.
Thank you, Bisi. That's it on Business News. On the news at 10, Ijoma returns in just a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, fifth seed Juan Martin Del Potro makes an early exit at Australian Open. That'll do in sports. Do join us again.